Neil, point this afternoon, are you pleased with what?
I'm pleased with our structure off the ball. I'm pleased with the information that the players managed to take on in the week's work. Rochdale are a very open, free-flowing team. I said in the press on Thursday that one of the games that I watched just before I came in, when I watched back, was when Rochdale beat York 3-1, and I thought it could have been 5 or 6 that day. And I'm challenging myself to make sure my team's more competitive in the Rochdale-Ebbsfleet games than we were when I first arrived, the 2 games before I arrived. So, I think without the ball, the structure was excellent. I thought the effort, the intensity, the work rate of the players was phenomenal. I thought our quality was really poor. We did a lot of work on transitions. I think if our first couple of passes in our transitions would have been good, I'd have thought we'd have got quite a few good moments from it. We had probably 3 moments in the game. I mean, the best one, what we worked on all week, was when Callum Harriott got in and slid, within 3 passes, slid Will Davis in 1v1, and their keepers made a great save down by the near post. And that's the sort of thing we was working on. But we quite often rushed the first pass or made a mistake with the first pass, and we gave the ball back, and we had to spend a lot more time without the ball. But I can't fault the effort, and if I'm a fan coming here pre-Christmas, with us where we are in the league, I think that's a team that have had a right go for each other and the football club.
You say there about being halfway through the season now. Come the end of the season, obviously when you need results, games like this as well, they can be really crucial. And do you think that this afternoon's point is a really, really good one for the boys?
Well, anyone who thinks we should come away to Rochdale and win comfortably and outplay them, then they're with where we are, again, I don't use injuries as an excuse, but we haven't had Dan Batty for 2 months. We haven't had Depot on and off for 2 months. These are creative flair players who can make a difference, and we haven't got them. And the players have got the qualities they've got now. And I talked in the press about trust last week. I put out a really attacking team, with attacking players, flair, and we were 3-0 down after 25 minutes because people didn't do their jobs. So, yes, we want that flair, we need that bit bad. But today, even from today, yes, we didn't create bundles, but actually, had we had that little bit better quality on our turnovers, we would have got in loads more better positions.
And you mentioned that game at Nantwich last week being 3-0 down. Obviously, coming from this game, you're keeping a clean sheet. They were throwing everything at us for the last 10 minutes. You must have been pleased, obviously, how well in defence we were this afternoon.
Yeah, with bodies on the line, track runners, their fullbacks come inside and underlap their wingers stay wide. We did a lot of work on our structure, and the boys then have to do it and have the energy to do it. It takes a lot out of you, and then you've then got to have the energy to, on the turnovers, have quality and run forward, and that was our weak point today. I'm not going to deny that was our weak point, but after last week and with where we are on the table, I think coming away to Rochdale, that's a good point. The next 4 teams we play, Rochdale, Ebbsfleet, and Gateshead twice. Gateshead are the best footballing team in the league by a mile, and if we're not good without the ball and if we haven't got good structure, we will get opened up at will.
And now obviously we need to build on the result this afternoon. How important is it that we're now going to that Ebbsfleet game and try and get them 3 points?
Yeah, of course, we're at home against Ebbsfleet. You still have to make sure that we're aware of what they're good at and how they can hurt us, and then we've got to find ways to hurt them. And we did that during the week. We looked at all the ways we could hurt these today. We just didn't have the quality. We executed them poorly, and we never quite got ourselves into the positions that I hoped we would. And when you don't do that, and when your quality's not there, I often say to people, when your quality's not there, if you're brilliant without the ball and your energy and your team ethic without the ball's good, you give yourself a chance of coming away from the game with something. And that's what we've done today. We weren't great with the ball. We've come away with a point, and it's hard earned. Next week, if we can be better with the ball and keep the structure and the effort without the ball right, we give ourselves a great chance.